Learning Quran in a unique, interesting and easy way through a course that has been taught in many countries already. Only by knowing the daily salah and the easy TPI grammar system. Learn 125 unique words that occur in the Quran 40,000 times. All that in a few hours. Now in your city, Srinagar.
DVDs, internet, mobile app, books, whatever is required, we will facilitate them locally. Also, we will have a teachers program. I mean, if any of the schools want to teach their teachers, we will arrange shortly the teachers training course, of course, with the help of Understand Quran Academy. We have got a message from the women's section that they want to, join Huda Institute. Inshallah, within a month or 2 months, we will announce the classes. If we get a huge response, we will accordingly arrange the classes, inshallah. And we will show you the information where you can contact us. We have a call center. The mobile numbers, you might find them on the bags, all of your bags. There is email address also. If you have any queries, you can email us. Before we end this presentation, we will have a 15 minutes question answer session. And I would like all of you, anyone who has a question, he must come forward and sit in the queue, both ways, in female section and male section, and we will call them one by one. But please make your questions specific about the courses and about Huda Institute only, because we are not alims here, so we can only answer questions regarding the courses and the Huda Institute. Meanwhile, the volunteers will come and they will collect those feedback forms. So after that, we will collect all these feedback forms here, and we will, dynamically choose 10 forms to give them a prize, inshallah. Yes. So the mobile app setup will take 5 minutes. So what we will do, we will start the question answer session. By the time mobile app demo is ready, we will just pause and then continue again question answer session.
Anybody who wants to ask the questions, come forward and be in the queue. You have to be in the queue. Come forward. Queue will start here. Come on.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Sheikh, thanks for your lecture. I would like to ask a simple question. That is, you actually promised that in the end I will say what will be the positive attitude. How can we develop positive attitude? So please, if you clarify about that. Thanks. Assalamu alaikum.
Maybe this line is enough. Maybe we will not be able to. No need of many more people. This is more than enough. And I will answer on positive attitude later on. And as a last question, it may take 3-4 minutes. But shall we start now? Oh, yeah, app is ready. Go ahead, Bismillah. I really feel sorry for those people standing, but maybe I was standing for 2 hours. Don't worry. Inshallah, you will get the reward.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the application interface, both on Android and Apple devices. Whether you have an iPad, iPhone, Note 3, this is the interface. And if you see, all the courses are there. The first one is an introduction, and then you have the first Tajweed course, Read Quran. And the next to it is 50% words, short course number 1. And then there is a 70% short course number 2, and then there is a 100% cover-to-cover Quran course. The first one, it's a Tajweed course, and you will find all the videos from Alif, Ba, Ta, up to all the characters. And these are just videos, and there is a workbook and a book, so you can see the videos and follow the book also. The 50% course has the same thing. It has the videos. You can go lesson by lesson and watch the videos. Dr. Abdulaziz Saab did here. So you will have the same feeling like he's teaching live on your mobile device. In addition to the videos, you will have all these words and you will have the counter. Like these 6 words, they occur in the Quran 1,295 times. And then there is a meaning, whom, anta, antum, everything what you saw here. And then in the mobile app, there is a quiz also. So you can do the quiz and practice yourself how much you have learned. So it's the same for lesson 2, 3, up to 19 lessons. The same interface. You have the words in each lesson. What words you learn, you will find them on your fingertips. And then followed by the quiz for each section. The same pattern has set for the other courses also. 70% you will find the same. So we will start now question answer session for both mobile app, Huda Institute, and about the courses.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So somewhere I have read in a book that Prophet Muhammad said, either learn to perfection or never claim perfection. If you claim perfection, then you will be straight away thrown in hell because it's hypocrisy, not fake. So if we do not claim perfection, then it is logical that we have to think every time, and it somehow seems like to drink a boiled water every second. So is there any third way or middle way where we can be not in perfection, or to either should we go for perfection or should we remain imperfect? What should be done in this?
Well, if I have understood your question, what you're saying is how to be perfect, something like that. We try our best. Nobody will be perfect. Only the perfect model for us is Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He was the perfect model. And all of us are human. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, as is reported by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Hadith Qudsi, all of us are human beings. We commit errors. We always slip. We have to ask forgiveness. So don't worry about perfection. Just try your best and Allah will help us. That's all. Jazakallah khair. Next, please. And please try to ask about huwa hum anta antum or a'udhu billah on our course. Yes.
So I was already introduced.
Next question from ladies section. Sorry, one from there, one from there. Sorry. Sisters.
Sir, this is a question from the audience. She wants to ask that you talked about positive attitude in the beginning of your workshop, but then you did not elaborate on it. So what did you mean by that?
Okay, definitely, as I said to brother, that will be my last explanation because it will take 3 minutes. So next question, please. Walaikum assalam.
I was already introduced to this course through net, and I wanted to subscribe, but because of the costs in dollar terms, it is small. But when we convert into Indian currency,
Wonderful.
I hope you will slash it down for Kashmiri people. The second point that I want to ask is this: I have learned from some other courses I have gone through. They say that most of the meanings in Arabic come from vowels and other things, grammatical structures and so on. Don't we miss something of that when we do this type of course?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part of your question? Most of the vowels?
Most of the meaning in Arabic comes from vowels and grammatic structures and so on. Do we miss, or is there some chance of missing something essential when we do a course like this?
Perhaps I know what you're referring to or to whom you're referring, but my experience, honestly, humbly, I should say, you don't have to worry about all those things. You start from basics and it will work, inshallah. First part of the question, very important. Yes, this is actually international website where we have $10 per month subscription, which looks very small, and too high, which is how much? Is 600 rupees per month for Indian audience, and we do not expect that, of course. What we do have is, as I said in my video, if you cannot pay, don't go back. Just say I can't pay and you get it free. Okay, number one. Number two, Because our intention is not to collect money, just to support our academy. We have a staff of 91, we spend almost 10 lakhs every month, and we cannot keep begging people, please, 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 please. And still we don't meet that expense anyway. Alhamdulillah, people, it works, it's from blessing. But for Indian audience, we are trying to, I mean Indian and the local audience, we are working on 60 rupees per month. Is that okay? Fine. So we hope anyone who has a smartphone, our vision is anyone who has a smartphone or laptop should not say, I don't have money, 60 rupees per month is nothing, or should not say, I don't have time, because all our courses in future will be 5 minutes. Even course 1, I please pray for my time. I just want to record everything in 5 minutes. Means I will record piece, but in a complete independent 5 minutes module. So you should never say I don't have time or don't have money. And even if you don't have 60 rupees, no problem. Just say I don't have money, we'll give you free. We don't know who you are. Don't worry about your identity. Next. Yeah, sister section. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
No doubt that Quran is easy to memorize, but it's equally easy to forget. Please suggest ways how to retain the Quran in our mind.
Okay. Well, even though it's a little bit away from our topic, but in future we definitely want to. First of all, I say all of us, all of you, please try to just make intention that we will memorize the Quran. Inshallah. That is one thing. Next, the question is how to make sure that we don't forget it. Well, the best thing is that we keep repeating it every day. Specify some time and revise it. And even I have personally tried to develop one more thing, which is less than tilawa. As far as rewards are concerned, I don't know. You can ask scholars. But do tilawa. For example, if you have only 15 minutes, you recite for 15 minutes, but reserve last 5 minutes for browsing. You know what is browsing? Just browse. So suppose you want to make sure you recite or review one juz every day or half a juz every day, recite 15 minutes and for the rest 5 minutes just browse it. So that by browsing at least you keep the message alive. This is one method that you can ensure. And the next cycle you can browse the first part and recite the second parts. For example, first half I recite, second half I browse. Second, third, fourth. So the next cycle I browse the first half of the paras and second half I revise. Next please.
Excuse me. Just for 1 minute, because Sir was mentioning about the internet accessibility. I want to also show you that there is online payment facility available for the Indian portal. That is www.understandquran.co.in. He was saying about 60 rupees per month. For that we also have 2 cards. Can you just please focus on this one? So this card is a gold card which gives access for 100 days on the Indian portal www.understandquran.co.in, which costs 200 rupees. And we have another type of card, which is silver card, which gives access on the portal, entire content on the portal for 45 days, which comes approximately to 63 rupees per month, as Sir was saying. So for those who don't have internet banking facility or credit card facility, these cards you can take it from Huda Institute. They have these cards right away after this event. They will be available on the counter, so you can buy them if you are interested. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Jazakallah khair. I forgot. Jazakallah khair for
question
telling
from
us.
the
We already
lady
have
section
that.
again.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
My question is regarding the vocabulary of the Quran. I've asked this before but could never find a very satisfying answer. The word dhalika, as it appears in the Quran, is always translated as this, whereas in general spoken Arabic we translated as we know it as that, pointing to objects that are far. Could you please explain a bit why is this a special case for the Quran, or is it because the Quran is an ancient text while the modern spoken Arabic goes a little different?
Okay, our focus right now is on the basics. There are always exceptions, and that exceptions you can be familiar with these exceptions as you study more and more. Don't worry about these. Or suppose you have reached end of the Quran, you can focus on such deeper level discussions. Let me tell you something, a good example. Our method of teaching focuses on simple message of the Quran, and it is like you own a car and the car has a small repair kit. Okay, so if your tire is punctured, your battery is gone, you can take that kit out and repair it and keep going. But if you want to repair the whole car, you cannot repair it with that small kit. You have to go to the mechanic. So, and all of us need to, for example, move. So we want to help you move. That second level, why dhalika means this and that, of course there are discussions, it is for the glorification of the Quran, and each language has many shades and meanings and expressions. Those special cases can be learned later on, and you can go to Google and you can read about those discussions. That's all I would say, especially for this audience, or we can have separate discussion on that. Jazakallah khair. Wa alaikum assalam.
First of all praises and thanks to Almighty Allah who gave us an opportunity to attend this program. I congratulate all those who managed this program, especially Huda Institute, for its grand success, and request them to continue the same in future also.
Sure.
I pray with the inner core of my heart for their success in this world and hereafter also.
Amen.
Dr. Saab, some days back I was watching Peace TV and your program on Dai Kunut was being telecasted. The program was very interesting, informative, and was best way of remembering meaning of Dai Kunut. If possible, give some tips here also. Further, I request you, sir, and also to all the audiences here, to pray for Hidayat Kamla of my family, especially my son Rayan Salim, who is present here. Thank you.
Allah guide him, inshallah, and protect him. Jazakallah khair. What was your question? Sorry.
Dai Kunut on Peace TV. The actions and the Allahumma inna nasta'inuka, nastagfiruka, wa nu'minu bika. The actions, the way.
Sorry, I missed. You are saying
the program on Peace TV.
Yes.
On Dai Kunut.
On Dai group.
Dai Kunut. Dai Kunut. With Dai Kunut.
Sorry, I'm missing.
The courses, please.
Yeah.
About the courses and Huda Institute. We are not all ends
No
here.
problem,
We
we'll
cannot
talk. I'm
answer
just
these
missing
questions.
it. I don't Dai group. I don't know what it is. But
Please take his information. We can meet him outside. No problem.
we'll talk maybe in person.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you mentioned in your presentation you are preparing a translation of the Quran. Is that available now, or yet you are preparing this?
Oh, very good question. We are not preparing any translation. We are not scholars of the Quran. What we are using is the existing translations and getting it reviewed by scholars to match it with word for word. And it is available. What Urdu is from Hafiz Nazar Ahmad with his permission. And the beauty of Hafiz Nazar Ahmad's translation is it is approved by our Deobandi scholars, Barelvi scholars, Ahl Hadith scholars, Salafi scholars. So we have no problem. We say we are Muslims, so Quran is common. So that is the translation that's available on our internet. We prefer to use that. We are trying to use others also, but all translations that we have will be available on the internet. That's right.
Second is about positive attitude.
Sorry, aap unko
Positive attitude will
piche.
come.
Just give.
Sisters now?
Yeah, from the
Sorry
sister
to
side.
interrupt
first.
you again. Hello?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Walaikum
barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I want to know, will there be any female teacher in future that those will teach us that Arabic? Please clarify.
Are you saying if the sisters, teachers are available?
You know, many of us don't want to mix with men because of certain
No,
problems.
both female and men, inshallah.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We would like to have lady teachers available, and we are training. For example, last batch, we trained 49 lady teachers in Mumbai just 2 months ago. It was a wonderful occasion. And this month, there are 25,000 students starting their courses in schools. And of course, they will teach it after hours also, wherever possible. So we have separate trainers for sisters also, who will train lady teachers. Walaikum assalam.
Sir, I collected your books from Yes Center, Delhi, 2 years back, and I learned both the two courses, and I got benefited. Then I am from district Ramban. When I learned about this session, I came to know, and immediately I came here. But unfortunately, when I started to start this course over there, I was being stopped there by the pupils that you are not scholar, and you can, in order, so that I stopped because of the fact that in order to avoid the conflict there, because I was already doing a dawah work there. So what is your suggestion, whether we should proceed further or what to do?
You were stopped from teaching the course. I gave you in the end the certification from the Prophet and the obligation as told by the Prophet, Ballighu anni walau ayah. Convey from me even if it is one verse. All we do is we try to be careful not to say things from our mind, and whatever is there in the book, for example, we got it reviewed by scholars. You can You can ask that brother to review the book, and if he finds something objectionable, we'll be happy to correct it. That's all.
We'll have just 2 more questions now, one from the ladies and one from the male section. After that, we will have the lucky draw. The rest of the questions, you can just write them down on the paper, and we will answer you back. Just keep your contact number there, and we'll surely answer those. Thank you.
Yes, sister. Please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
My question is about tajweed. What is tarf lisan? Is it tip of tongue or sides of tongue?
What is the
Tarf lisan.
taraful lisan?
Is it tip of tongue or sides of tongue? Because in some books it's written on that it's tip of tongue, and on some other books it is sides of tongue. Now I want to know what is it.
Instead of going into terminology, let me ask you which letter is that you are interested in. Forget about, because now you already are saying some books are translating sides or tip. Forget about them. I'm asking which letter are you interested in? Is it tha, va, or dad, or what?
Dad.
Dad. Dad is from the sides. Okay? Dad is from the side, right side or left side or both sides. And the details of this pronunciation I have talked about in our Read Al-Quran course. Okay?
Thank you.
Jazakallah khair. In fact, we have simplified this Arabic terminology a lot as a simplification in many cases. For example, Noon Sakina and Tanween. You have